Okay, so I think this is going to be maybe the last one. I don't know. But shout out to Mr. Nightmare because I'd be kind of worried to react to some of these because, sometimes you guys see. Oh, actually, if you want to send a true personal story of yours, send it to the. I don't know if I want to send. I've submitted one before to someone else, but um, should I submit like some scary stories I have to Mr. Nightmare? That'd be crazy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, this was recommended to me 6 really creepy unexplained mysteries. Before we get into it, I just want to say shout out to Mr. Nightmare because I know this guy. I don't know if he has the same like little pop up in the beginning that says, don't re-upload the video. And there's things with being transformative and stuff. And you guys know me. I really care about the original creator of work and do not want to look like I'm stealing content at all. So hopefully I'm transformative enough in this and Mr. Nightmare won't care and done sucking them all. Hopefully, okay. Hopefully that's enough. Don't kill me. I'm just trying to make entertaining videos. As always, if you want to be a part of the founder family, subscribe down below. The season's changing, so I'm still a little bit stuffy, but I'm healing. I am getting there. And let's hop into this. I was going to say this is probably the last one for Frightening Fridays today, but as always, below, if there's any horror things that you would like me to check out on YouTube or anything, or even play games, because I got a recommendation to play Alien Isolation for one of the Frightening Fridays, which I want to actually see how long the game is, but we're going to hop right into this. So I'll make a cut real quick, and I'll cut back to when I see how long it is. Alien Isolation is 15 hours and can be completed faster using stealth. The lead game designer said the campaign is about 15 hours and players who use stealth will only rarely see the alien. Oh, that's cool. Players who use stealth will rarely see the alien. That has to be BS, but so I'll think about that. But all right, before we begin and hop into this, I'm gonna get yourself some snacks or anything. It's gonna be a quick cut for you, so pause the video. And we're gonna hop directly into this 6 really creepy unexplained mysteries. I hope these are like based in real life mysteries. And yeah, maybe this will wrap up Frightening Fridays, but we will see. Well, for today. All right, be right back. Get your snacks and stuff and settle in. How was it going to either?
My belly rumbled to you.
Back to the video.
The Sarah Joe was a 17-foot motorboat that at the time 20-something-year-old Robert Malakeney acquired in the 1970s. He named it after his mom Sarah and dad Joe. The boat took 5 strong, healthy young men out to sea 40 years ago, and it wasn't until more than a decade later that
This guy's a Chad.
their boat was found on the shores of one of the smallest of the Marshall Islands, but the men were not with the boat. Oddly enough, there was a shallow grave that contained the bones of one of the fishermen, but no other clues or signs of life. To make their disappearance stranger, oceanographers estimated that it would have only taken the boat about 3 months to drift onto the island, which means the boat, grave, or remaining crew should have been there when a government survey of the island took place in 1983, but they weren't. So we may never actually know what happened to the Sarah Joe and her crew for the 4 years between the disappearance and the survey of the island. Number 5.
Wait, does that mean they could still be alive? That one's a bit confusing. Like, or no. What was the year? Because I'm actually slow for not paying attention.
Clues or signs of life. To make their disappearance stranger,
1979.
oceanographers estimated that it would have only taken the boat about 3 months to drift onto the island, which means the boat, grave, or remaining crew missing light.
That one's weird. That one is weird. That one's weird. That one is literally, you can't explain it. That one's strange.
Number 5. The missing lighthouse keepers.
Is it a cover-up, like death sort of situation? Like they actually...
Once an isolated island off the coast of Scotland where 3 lighthouse keepers lived and were responsible for keeping the building intact.
Okay.
One day when their monthly supply ship dropped in, the island was silent. No response from the lighthouse keepers. Eventually the captain and some crew members went to investigate and found the suspiciously empty lighthouse. 2 of the 3 waterproof coats were missing from their hangers, and the kitchen was left in a state as if people left in a hurry. The lighthouse log only added one mystery to the situation. The log described how one of the keepers wouldn't talk, and the other continuously cried for hours. All of this pain and fear seemed to be coming from what was referred to as a powerful storm looming in the distance. However, this begs the question, why were they so scared of a simple storm? They should have been safe in the brand new lighthouse, right? The log goes on to talk about how they all sat close together and prayed for the storm to be over. The final log states the storm has passed, the skies are calm, and God is over all. Their bodies were never found, and the cause of their deaths are still a mystery to this day. The most accepted theory is that they somehow got swept out to sea during the storm, never to be seen again. But one final detail remains, one that scared the captain and his crew to the bone. The powerful storm described in the log didn't exist. There were no storms reported in the area. In fact, the skies were calm all day. Number 4.
What the fuck? That one messed with me a bit. What the hell, bro? First of all, I would never want to be a lighthouse. No, that actually sounds cool. But can you imagine being in their position? Lighthouse keepers, like in the middle, like you guys get supplies dropped to you. Oh, that's just asking for mysterious cryptids to come and run through your ass. There's no way. I just know being in the middle of that's like that lighthouse was like a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode.
The death of Chris Kremers and Lizanne Froon. Both girls went on a study abroad trip to Panama, where they went missing on a hike. After several weeks, some of their remains were found miles up the river from where
Is that a vape?
they began their hike.
My bad, my condolences.
Along with a backpack that contained their belongings. The creepy part of it is that a camera in their backpack started out with pictures that they took of each other hiking, and then suddenly goes into over 100 pictures of what appeared to be nighttime pictures of rocks near a riverbed, the back of someone's head, and just pure blackness.
What?
The dark pictures appeared to be taken many days after they went missing.
Whoa, what is this?
There's a lot of theories as to why they went missing, what finally ended
That just scared the shit out of me. I'm muting my phone.
their lives, and why they were taking pictures. But there's no solid answer. According to their cell phone use records, they had been alive in the forest for days after they got lost, trying to get a signal from their phones to call emergency help. Number 3. The death of Kendrick Johnson.
Hiking, missing. Oh my gosh. And that picture right there. What was this? Hang on, no. What was
Head
this right here?
and just pure blackness. The dark pictures appeared to be taken many days after they went missing.
Many days after they went missing.
Signal from their phones to call emergency help.
That's sad.
Number 3. The death of Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson was found rolled up in wrestling mats in Lowndes High School.
This story right here. Okay, you know what? I'm glad we got to this story because I never actually heard it for myself. But I feel like this day was just waiting for me to come. Or that sounds so wrong because this is a dead person. Okay. This right here, I don't want to get all conspiracy theory. But many people I've talked to, adults and everything, say that this was, because I don't know if he's gonna get into details. Actually, I'll let it go and then I'll explain after this story. This one right here is a messed up story. So if he gets into the details of this case, I'll give a warning. Be warned, unless Mr. Nightmare. Wait. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare. Watchers probably already know the stories he tells. Maybe some of them get gruesome because this is a messed up story. I don't know if he's going to go into detail with how his body was found, though.
Johnson.
Let's see.
Kendrick Johnson was found rolled up in wrestling mats in Lowndes High School, and his death was ruled an accident. The official story is that he was reaching into the rolled up wrestling mats to get his shoe and got stuck and died.
Yeah.
An initial autopsy concluded that the death was accidental, and Johnson's family wasn't happy with that, so they had an independent autopsy performed. This second autopsy showed that he died from blunt force trauma.
Yep.
There's actually blood in many of the crime scene photos.
Ooh,
People believe the conspiracy between the school and police is keeping a lot of information from the family. Video footage from the gym during the time of his death is missing, which makes this mystery all the more unsettling.
Oh, yeah. That death was clearly, I mean, I don't even got to spell it out. That was a cover-up. Okay, so this might not be the same story, but I'm pretty sure it's the same story, if it is, because it was a black kid found rolled up in wrestling mats. So do you want to know the thing that may be left out of this? But I may not be right. This could be a different kid rolled up in wrestling mats. Apparently from that story, don't know if this is true, could be hearsay, like I said. I'm just remembering from, I don't remember the year I heard this story in. Apparently, his organs were missing. Like, he was carved out. There were certain body parts, like, within his body that were missing. And look, even footage from his disappearance or the event that happened, like, you can see they have cameras in the gym. And they scrubbed the footage. Yeah, I don't know that part, but that's why I said I don't know if he's going to get into detail with the details of it. But nah, from the story I heard, he was rolled up in the mats, but he was also, like, he had organs missing. So yeah, that's more fucked up stuff to add to the story. Jeez, I'm going to have to just demonetize this video myself. Jesus.
Number 2, the Disappearance.
So these are real fucking, yeah. I know by this point they're obviously real stories, but damn.
Of Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy was an American citizen who went missing during a Caribbean cruise on the Royal Caribbean Rhapsody of the Seas. On the morning of March 24th, 1998, Amy had been drinking in the dance club with the ship's band Blue Orchid. One of the band's members, Alistair Douglas, known as Yellow, said he parted with Amy at about 1 a.m. Sometime between 5:15 and 5:30, Amy's father, Ron, saw her asleep on the deck. When he got up at 6 a.m., she was no longer there. There were possible sightings of Amy in Curacao in 1998 and 1999. 2 Canadian tourists reported seeing a woman resembling Amy on the beach in 1998. The woman's tattoos were allegedly identical to Amy's. A member of the Navy said he saw Amy in a brothel in 1999, and he claimed she told him that her name was Amy Bradley and that she begged him for help. There was another potential sighting in 2005, when the witness claimed she was seen in a department store restroom in Barbados. Amy's mother and father appeared on an episode of Dr. Phil. An image of a young woman resembling Amy that was emailed to her parents was shown on the show, and it suggests that she may have been sold into sex slavery.
Oh!
And number 1, the disappearance of Kenny Veach.
Oh! I'm not going to comment anymore on that one. That one's just wrong, bro.
Kenny Veach was a well-experienced...
I do know about that one, too, when I seen the image, because I think someone else covered her before. But now I got the full story of it. Damn.
Hiker in Nevada, who found a cave he described as the...
Bro, can everyone, this is just a saying. No, I know that it may sound weird to say, but I'm trying to say it in a good way. That's why everyone needs to, carry... Okay, this is dark. I'm saying purely for protection. Carry a knife or something on you. It doesn't matter if you're going for vacation or a resort. Carry a weapon, carry mace. Get into some sort of self-defense, even if you're a very, very good person who doesn't believe in, like, violence or harming, bro. Learn some sort of self-defense type shit. Because she was drinking. Also, watch your drinking, too. Because she was drinking. That was the part of the story, bro. And it's like, oh my gosh. It's just like drinking, good time, boom, sold into sex trafficking. Oh, that's horrible, bro. How'd she get from Canada to... That's crazy.
The M Cave, as it was opened in the shape of an M. He claimed he heard very unusual noises from the cave and found it suspicious, as it was located 6 miles south of a top-secret airbase. As he began to enter the cave, he claimed his whole body began to vibrate. The more he went into the cave, the worse the vibrating became. He said he suddenly became very afraid and hightailed it out of there. He recorded another trip to find the cave again and catch it on video, but this video ended up being a bust. He later went back to where he found the cave again and has not been seen since. His phone was found in an abandoned mine entrance, but no body or evidence that he had gone down into the mine. He posted this video about the cave a few days before he went missing.
and I'm looking for a cave that I found, and I didn't have a sidearm when I was here before, and something about that cave just spooked me. Out of all the caves I've ever gone in, this one just made my body vibrate. The closer I got to it, the crazier my body felt, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna go in there right now, but I'm coming back someday. And I talked to some people on YouTube, and I told them, hey, I'm coming out here, you know, because they kind of called my hand on it. So I don't know if there's going to be anything to it.
He found hollow earth, and he was getting too close to some truth that he shouldn't see.
But it might be interesting. If I can find it, I got to relocate it, and this is a big mountain range I'm in.
And it's a mountain range, bro. It's one of the many caves to hollow earth.
And I'm on foot, you know, my truck's way out there. There's no roads, there's no trails. It's a pretty rough terrain. So hopefully I'll find it. It's shaped like a big M. It's a big cave that looks just like a gigantic M.
It's McDonald's. It's Mickey's hideout, or not Mickey, what is it? Ronald McDonald. Okay. That was this story, man, right here makes me wish there's like, I've been thinking about superheroes and just people really busting those types of underground rings that do this shit, dude. I'm telling you, man. Should go around doing that vigilante stuff. It's so messed up, bro. Anyways, okay, yeah, that story in this one right here with the kid who was rolled up in the mats. Yeah. That one was obviously a cover-up, just so wrong. The lighthouse one was freaky, and the boat one was a little bit weak but weird, just odd. The lighthouse one, that is one of those things where if you were someone in that situation, it's like, that has to show you there's definitely some type of astral entities, otherworldly entities that exist. There was no storm that day. That one was freaky. But yeah. Yeah, and in that cave, that dude found one of the caves to hollow earth. Let's stop playing. All right. Much more love and moonlight, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Shout out to Mr. Nightmare. Again, I'm gone.